Before I get into this, I want to thank you guys so much for all the support on my Nintendo channel. For people unaware, I started up a Nintendo channel where I'll be covering, Smash Bros. And other Nintendo stuff like Pokemon, things I've been passionate about since I was a child. If you're interested in that, come check it out. But that's not what this video is about. I just wanted to thank you guys for all the support. We already hit 1,000 subscribers after only 2 videos, which is, that's awesome. I seriously can't thank you enough. With that out of the way, I want to address something that's really important to this channel, the NetherRealm stuff. The community has been on edge more so than I've ever seen it on edge before, and I saw the reaction to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles being released. The last few weeks have been pretty rough. The Mortal Kombat community was pretty sure we were going to get an announcement at Combo Breaker, let alone E3. 7 days ago, we thought we were going to get an announcement, and now some of us are even worried about Mortal Kombat 11 even happening at all, let alone whether it will happen next year or not. And it's seriously the first time that even I've had my doubts. Mortal Kombat is a huge property. It makes NetherRealm a lot of money. It's important that NetherRealm continues to release Mortal Kombat games. NetherRealm in general is one of the slower developers out there, releasing a game every 2 years, which is very uncommon in this industry, so I doubt that they would delay their game for an extra year, making their game release cycle 3 years apart. So with that in mind, I entirely believe that Mortal Kombat 11 is still going to be coming out next year. Now keep in mind that I am just an individual, this is my opinion, I'm not saying that this will happen, or that any of the things that I'm going to say in this video are fact. This is just what I believe after assessing the situation. I feel like I needed to say that because a lot of people get easily misled by YouTubers just when they're giving out their opinions, and misconstrue that to be some type of fact, when in actuality, this is just my assessment. The reason I think Mortal Kombat 11 will still happen in 2019 is because of statements directly made by Ed Boon. Statements like this.
Mortal Kombat X, Injustice 2, now can we expect Mortal Kombat 11 or something new?
Yeah, well, we never, I'm certainly not allowed to announce a new game.
No, yeah.
But if you follow the pattern of what we're doing, you might be able to you might be able to guess what we're doing. Well, we never announce a new. At least I'm not allowed to announce any new Mortal Kombat game.
Não me é permitido anunciar novo Mortal Kombat.
But if you look at what our studio has been doing, we did Mortal Kombat 9, Injustice 1, Mortal Kombat X, Injustice 2. What do you think we're going to do now?
Which seems to imply that Mortal Kombat 11 is still being worked on. To be clear, that statement was before E3. But here's another quote that happened at E3.
Well, we've had E3s where there's no game.
You're right.
Before in the
yeah,
past,
definitely.
There's definitely like a pattern we've been following that we've kind of broken out of, and I'm surprised how many people know about that pattern. In the past, we've like released some kind of an announcement trailer right before E3, and then so when we didn't do something like that, it was like the death threats started.
Yeah. Red alert, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Some people have taken that quote and interpreted it to mean that the cycle is over. There will be no MK11 next year. We're going to have to wait another year, which I suppose is possible. But the way I interpreted that was to mean that there was not going to be an announcement at E3. That seems to be the pattern he's talking about, because again, in the past, he's made statements to make it sound like that the pattern is still continuing. Here's what I think's happened. Because of the type of games they were able to make in the past, the 2-year release cycle was enough. But I feel like with Injustice 2, the amount of content that they crammed into that game, including the gear system, the story mode, and the multiverse, in order for them to be able to create the systems required to be able to keep players entertained, I think they need a little bit more time. Instead, what I think is happening is that the game is going to get revealed later on this year, much later than we normally expect, and the game will be released late 2019. When I say late 2019, I don't mean December or November, because there's usually quite a lot of game titles being released there that NetherRealm probably wouldn't want to compete with. So maybe October or September, which does have quite a few releases, but less. That's just my theory. Again, take it with a grain of salt. This is just my assessment of the entire situation rather than some type of fact. Let me know what you think. Do you think we're still getting MK11 next year? Do you think the MK11 dream is over? Or do you think we're going to get it in maybe 2020? I love to discuss these things because if we're all having conversations about this in the comment section, we're all communicating about it, one of us is going to come to the truth. As long as we're being objective about it, we should be able to get closer and closer to what is actually the truth. I understand a lot of people have given up hope on MK11, but I certainly haven't. Again, thank you guys so much for the support recently, especially over on my Nintendo channel. My name has been Bilbzy, and I will see you in the next video.